All verse rising, my soul family. Peace to the God stars and goddesses. Let me tell you, my soul family, these highly expensive countries out in the Europe and Western regions of planet Earth, they're so expensive and be raping a lot of humanoid citizens on planet Earth to be poor in income. It's because these highly expensive countries that's created by these demon realm alien slave owners that's beyond white supremacy are planning to have these highly expensive countries become FEMA camp prisons for the sleep individuals who did not want to go against the slavery, modern day slavery oppression. These are all facts. Like literally, USA, United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, bro, all these Western and European and etc. expensive countries, all these expensive countries are going to become FEMA camp prisons when the money system shuts down, and money's not going to be of no use in the slave owner matrix, because you know all these job organization places, the NBA, all this stuff, all these different organizations that's active, they will become a FEMA camp prison for a lot of Social Security slaves. And when I say Social Security slaves, I'm talking about like Social Security means that Social Security secures slaves to be a FEMA camp prisoner in a FEMA camp jail system once the system crashed. And a lot of these demon realm alien reptilians and draconians, they will show their real selves, and they're gonna have a lot of these. They're gonna have a lot of these sleep humans, which are known as synthetic humans with no souls. The synthetic humans with no souls who refuse to take heed to what the spiritually awake humanoids been telling them to detach from this matrix and get your DNA upgrade evolutions in the sun and moon from father and mother nature elements of this multiverse. These sleep synthetic humans with no souls, these synthetic clone sleep humans with no souls, they are literally going to be prisoners in the FEMA camp prisons in these expensive countries out in Europe, out in the Western countries, and the list goes on. Now, the people that's in these super cheap countries like Philippines and Thailand, and the African and the Caribbean countries, those places are not going to be having FEMA camp prison set up, because those countries are cheap compared to the Western and the European countries and all other expensive countries that's led by white supremacy and demon room alien slave owners, man. These are all facts, soul family. Like, you heard it from me. You heard it from Trivizion Grind, aka Super Saiyan God Vegeta. You heard it from him and me. You feel me? Like, these highly expensive countries that has a lot of poor income individuals, because like these highly expensive countries keep taking citizens' money on tax return to go back to the blood sacrifice ritual white supremacy government systems. It's so every time tax time comes, right? All the time that these citizens have been putting so much money into these slave owner corporations in these expensive countries, that's going to go to FEMA camp prisons. Because to have a FEMA camp prison, you got to have it in an expensive country. You can't have it in no cheap countries like Philippines and Thailand. You can't. So with these FEMA camp prisons, they will be in USA, United Kingdom, Canada, all these expensive countries on this planet. Those are places that will have the FEMA camp prison systems, especially in Dubai, especially in the Middle East countries where Dubai is located. That will have a FEMA camp prison system too. So soul family, if you are living in these expensive countries and you're not conforming to the matrix slave owner system, and you refuse to be a FEMA camp prisoner, take heed to my message. Take heed to Trivizion Grind Super Saiyan God Vegeta's message, and become a supreme seraphim soul being of the cosmos of solar multiverse powers. And I repeat that, become a seraphim solar soul being of the cosmo multiverse powers, and prevent yourself from being a FEMA camp prisoner, because these slave owners, they have these highly expensive countries just so they can get people to put so much money into them with the job organizations, and then they got to give the money back to a government on tax returns. So that goes into the FEMA camp prison setups. Like for real. Like if you think about all these closed job places out in the Western countries and European countries, those are going to become FEMA camp prisons. Anytime a store gets closed, that's like a whole giveaway that's going to be set up as a FEMA camp prison very soon, once the money system crashes and money is not going to be of no use in these societies no more. Like there will be a time where money is not going to be of no use, and a lot of these individuals who thought that they was hot shit because of like high status money with Freemasonry and fraternity, they're going to be in these FEMA camp prisons too. But that's all I gotta say, soul family.